Ugh, laundry day, right? And of course, that's when your washer decides to flash a cryptic error code. We've all been there, and it's super frustrating. But don't worry, we're gonna get this sorted out. And fast. Let's dive in and get that machine back in business.
So there you are, staring at this blinking TE or tEr on the display. If that's you, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through exactly what this means and how you can solve it.
Okay, before you even think about picking up the phone to call a pricey repair service, just take a breath. The good news, this error, more often than not, is pointing to a really simple issue that you can absolutely fix yourself. I promise.
So what is your washing machine actually trying to tell you with this weird code? Let's decode this thing.
That's really it. It's just a communication breakdown. Think of the main control board as the washer's brain. Well, right now, its brain can't get a signal from its thermometer, which has the fancy name thermistor. It's not some catastrophic failure. It's just a lost connection.
Okay, now that we know what the error actually means, let's put on our detective hats and figure out exactly what's causing that communication breakdown.
We've got 4 main suspects here. It could be the thermistor itself, the wiring that connects it, a bad connection at the plug, or, and this is super rare, the main control board. But here's the key. That first suspect, the thermistor, that's our guy almost every single time.
So, just how common are we talking about? Well, let's put a number on it. And believe me, it's a big one.
Yep, this is exactly why you shouldn't panic. In over 90% of cases, this entire headache boils down to one tiny, inexpensive part, the thermistor. So our whole job right now is to just confirm that's the issue.
So let's get our hands dirty and start the investigation. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to diagnose this yourself. No guesswork, I promise.
Well, okay, stop. Before you touch a single thing, this is the most important step of all. Go to your washer right now and unplug it from the wall. Seriously, don't skip this. Safety is everything here.
Okay, with the machine safely unplugged, our investigation starts with 2 really simple checks. First, we're going to find this thermistor, and second, we're just going to give it a good look.
So, what are you looking for? It's a small, plastic, kind of bullet-shaped sensor. It's usually plugged right into the side of the main tub, down near the bottom. You might have to pop off a little access panel to see it. Once you find it, just check out its connector and wires. See any rust, burn marks, or pinched wires? Sometimes the problem is just that obvious.
Now, if the visual check doesn't show anything obvious, no worries. It's time for the final, definitive test. This is where we get our answer for sure, and it only takes a minute with a simple tool called a multimeter.
I know this might sound a little technical, but trust me, it's incredibly simple. First, you're going to set your multimeter to measure resistance, that's the ohms symbol, on the 20K scale. Then, just touch the 2 probes to the 2 little metal pins on the thermistor. And finally, just pinch the sensor with your fingers to warm it up a bit and watch what happens to the numbers on the screen.
And right here, this is your cheat sheet. This tells you the verdict, plain and simple. If you see a reading somewhere between, say, 10,000 and 50,000 ohms, and that number changes as you warm it up, hey, congratulations, your thermistor is perfectly fine. But if you see OL for open loop or 0.00, it's toast, it's defective. And if you get a number but it doesn't change at all when you warm it, that also means it's bad. Boom, culprit found.
All right, with a confirmed diagnosis in hand, let's talk about the final fix. It's time to get you back on the path to a fully working washing machine. As you can see, the decision here is a total no-brainer. A new thermistor is cheap. We're talking maybe 15 to 40 bucks, and it's a super easy DIY job. If you had just guessed and assumed it was the main control board, well, you'd be looking at a much more expensive and complicated repair. See? This is why we test first.
Now, when you go to install the new part, just a couple of quick pro tips. Make absolutely sure that little rubber grommet it sits in is seated perfectly. You do not want any leaks. And don't go crazy over tightening the clip that holds it in. Just snug is all you need.
And there you have it. You've gone from a confusing error code to a crystal clear diagnosis and a really simple solution. So the only question left is, are you ready to swap out that tiny part and finally get your laundry day back on track?